Welcome back. I hope you're having an awesome day so far. As always, I am eternally grateful for you showing up here and spending a few minutes with me in each video. Now, today's video is a beautiful one because it's where I share what I believe to be the most powerful question in the world that you can ask yourself. Now, that's a bold statement, right? But bear with me. You see, this question which I'm going to share with you was the very question that began shifting my life. It was the beginning of the transformation. And so this question, when asked, and asked in a specific way, can lead to you learning about who you really are on a much deeper and profound level. And the question itself is quite simple in terms of its structure. But the depth of the question and where it can take you is one of the most beautiful rides and journey you can go on. It may also be one of the most challenging. So I hear you, you're thinking, what is the question? The question is, who am I? Who am I? Now, if I ask you that question right now, and in fact you can take a moment to contemplate it, who am I? What comes up for you? What are the answers that come to mind immediately? My guess is that, depending upon where you are on your journey, but the identity and the labels that you associate with who you are may come up first. Certainly that was the case for me. I'm Alister, I'm from Edinburgh, I'm a son, I have a sister. I began relating the question, who am I, to the identity that I had attached myself to. I would fill it up with my job titles, my accomplishments, my successes, and I would keep on asking the question, who am I? And the focus of this question, as you begin to, put all the labels, the identities, the responsibilities, the commitments of who you believe you are on the table, the question remains, who am I? And more specifically, the I that we refer to in the who am I, what is this? Who is the I that we've stuck a label on? Who is the I that we've said is this or that? Who is the I that was present before these labels were given to it, were stuck on it? If you think back to the beginning of your days on this physical earth and you come into the world as a baby, you had no name. You may have been given a name very shortly after coming into the world. In fact, some of your parents, or some parents, may have even named the child before they came in the world. But the child, the baby, even in the mother's womb, was already the I, before it was named or labelled, and before we began going through life and accumulating more labels and names. So the question, who am I, is so powerful because when asked with deep conviction and intention, and when asked with a sense of curiosity about who am I, who is the I that I refer to as myself? Who is the I that I have labelled and given titles to? Now, if you keep on stripping back all the labels, all the names, all the responsibilities, you'll find that the I remains, regardless of whether we've, attributed the names and labels, the successes, the achievements. When we take all of that off, when we take where we live off, where we are from, the I remains. Now, when I went through this process, it was quite a difficult one because suddenly I was thinking, well, who am I if I'm not Alister Gray? Who am I if I'm not the business founder, the owner, the husband? I wasn't a husband at the time when I started asking that question, but the son, the brother. Who am I? The I remains. The I is ever present. And when you ask that question, it's not to be given a name or a label, because that is given from the thinking mind. It's instead to be experienced. when we ask the question, who am I? It's essentially taking us back to the essence of who we are, an experience of who we are, the truth of our nature, the I that precedes every name and label and title that we give it as we move through our life, the I that remains with us and is present in all experiences. This is the most powerful question in the world. Who am I? The I that lives beyond identity, the identities that we've given to ourselves or that have been bestowed upon us. Who am I is one of the most powerful questions when you try and find and connect and experience the truth of your nature. My encouragement is that you sit today with this question, who am I? Ask with curiosity, ask with love, and use this question to begin the journey of self-inquiry on a much deeper level. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, then be sure to click like below and also subscribe to my channel. And if you think anyone else would benefit from hearing this message today, then please share it with them and anyone who you think would resonate deeply. Listen, have a beautiful day and thank you so much. Bye bye.